When SomeDingus hands you a blaster, you might just want to hang on to it. Hi guys, Hounds Armor here, and we are going to be looking at that super awesome blaster, but first, just some announcements. Obviously, I'm back. I am making YouTube content again. Sorry for the hiatus. I think I shot my last video out in the summer. But I am back, and as you can see by the fact that my backdrop is completely blank, I haven't had any time to make YouTube content or even bother to put up my backdrop since then. So, couple things. Keep an eye out on my Instagram for I will be announcing a live stream where I'm going to hang out with hopefully as many of you guys who will stop by, and I'm going to put my logo back up on my board and design what blasters go up on my board. That of course will be streamed here, but announcements for that will happen on my Instagram account, which is @HoundsArmory. There should be a link in the description. Also check out for that for any announcements about new projects. I do have a few newer things I want to try with this channel, but I'm also starting another channel that might have to do with the D&D or TTRPG space. So keep an eye out for that, as well as possible giveaways and things like that, as I have a lot of blasters right now, as well as some super cool blasters to tell you about. So before we jump into this review, don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment down below. Honestly, just saying hi would feel great after being gone for so long, so I'd love to see you all down in the comments. So, let's talk about this cool blaster. So, what is this thing? This is the Nerf Big Shock Rear Load Inline Mag Mod by SomeDingus on Thingiverse. No, not just SomeDingus as in some random person on Thingiverse. This is designed by user SomeDingus on Thingiverse, and it is just this easy to use. I'm getting about 100 FPS based off of his base suggestion internals, which is about 2.5 inches of 17/32 brass up front and a stock stock Big Shock spring. This is a great build. I'm just gonna start off by saying this is probably one of the easier 3D printed builds I've done. As far as printing goes, all the pieces print fairly simply and obviously. It is a two-piece clamshell construction for the main body. There is a long insert that goes back into the Big Shock and out to about here. Then there is the barrel shroud, which is this faux suppressor, and then a bolt sled here, these little nubbins, and a breech block. Oh, also these iron sights, which just kind of look cool, and I think they're pretty decent zero for this base blaster. Though, again, with a lot of things for Nerf, sights are kind of suggestions, often just pointing and shooting, you're gonna get just as accurate. I love this blaster. I think that this is a wonderful, if you're just getting into 3D printed Nerf, or the 3D printing side of Nerf as a hobby, this is not a bad build to start, as it will use some of the skills you should be familiar with a standard modification. Things like taking out the air restrictor, you're gonna do a little shell cutting on the grips to get the grips to fit right. And it kind of transitions you into, okay, now I have bespoke designed parts to do something different. Again, I think this blaster is a lot of fun, but this isn't how I would run this blaster. This is. Now the only change I've made is I threw my Crooked Cousin by Out of Darts on the front, and I think this looks awesome. I built this blaster to actually match my Crooked Cousin because I knew that this is the idea I would want to do, as this build is inspired by Dr. Flux. He did a very similar build, but using a different Big Shock rscb system where you pull the barrel out to reload. And frankly, I think this is better. To start with, to reload, you don't have to take anything off the blaster. Simply pull back on one of these little lugs and drop darts in the back. This holds a total of 4. I already had one in there, I think. So now you have 4 shots. Basic rscb thing. You prime it, tilt it down a bit, and rock and roll. Oh, that just blew the head off that dart. Anyway, so that's fun, and then to add on top of that, you get the Crooked Cousin, which the way this lines up is so nice that I can put this hand in my pocket and I can shoot with the main blaster and the secondary blaster, which is so freaking useful. Not to mention that the clearance is good enough that you can switch barrels to use whichever Crooked Cousin attachment you want. Why didn't you fire? Aha, there we go. I think this blaster is a lot of fun. It's a fun little light run and gun concept where you're topping up on the fly. I'm getting good performance. I don't think I'm going to try to push the performance in this blaster any higher. 100 FPS is good enough. A little more probably wouldn't hurt, as it is more of a marksman's blaster where you're going to want to take your shots and pick your shots. But I think it's good enough, as this is kind of a, like I said, a run and gun. You're going to be light on your feet, maybe pistol rounds only, or indoor field kind of blaster to me. And so things like the Mega Barrel and the Shotgun Absolver Barrel for the Crooked Cousin are such a great complement, because you either get a oh crap moment with the shotgun attachment, or with the Mega you get an extra ability off of this very compact package. Overall, I can't suggest either of these blasters enough. I've already done a review on the Crooked Cousin. I'll put a link in the card. I think it is so much fun. Again, I want to get my hands on a Proud Papa to compare, but it is amazing. And now this inline clip system from SomeDingus is such an easy build, such a fun little simple 3D printed nerfing build that I think this is something everyone who has a 3D printer and is in the nerfing hobby should build. Everyone should build one of these, because it is a fun plinker. This has been sitting on my desk since I built it. Ambushed my roommate with it on occasion. It's comfortable, it's light, it's fun. You feel cool working that breach action. I can't suggest this blaster enough. Hi, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of my video. If you're still here, make sure you're subscribed and hit that little bell icon so you get a notification next time I upload a video. Also, please consider supporting me either on Patreon or go get some merch from my Teespring store. Hopefully I'll have some new designs in there soon. All the proceeds from all that go directly back into the channel, for whether it's getting me blasters to do builds on, or just new blasters to review, or little quality of life upgrades so that my content's a little better for you guys, my viewer. Thank you so much. I hope you'll consider supporting the channel more, and say hi in the comments. But until then, I'll see you all next time.